Peace. Peace to everybody in the YouTube nation, the YouTube people, the YouTube universe, the YouTube multiverse. Peace to everybody. Welcome aboard another episode. Two Wheels, One Island. This is your boy Green 9. So here we go. Today we're going to have a little subject. It's going to be about the conditions here in Santo Domingo in September 2020. Just to put a date, we're all adults and we all know what's happening in this year, the state of living for everybody on a global level. So I would just like to let you guys know pretty much how it is over here, so you guys are aware of, you know, how we're doing it. You know, what's the experience like over here in general. So it's a little bit more than just the motorcyclist experience in the Dominican Republic today. It's also about the average Dominican's experience here. And I'm gonna go ahead and shout out the Haitian experience as well, as we have a lot of Haitians that live in the Dominican Republic here in Santo Domingo and abroad in the country, and we're all in the same boat in 2020. So it's important that I mention them. They're a neighboring country. We share the island. So let me start off by go ahead and thanking all the subscribers, everyone who's joined along with us. I want to thank everyone who's been leaving their comments, expressing, you know, how they feel, what they like. When I did the video on the squids, oh man, that video had some real good comments and reactions, and I couldn't stop laughing. You know, because I remember the first time I heard that comment, you know, and I was like, man, am I a squid? I mean, I'm not out here with, you know, with all the armor on. You know, I got short sleeves on, sneakers. You know, I do have my gloves on, my protective gloves. I have my helmet. I'm doing my best to keep my eyes open and ride securely. And so yeah, so it was a lot of comments, a lot of things that really made me laugh. It was interesting. I enjoy all the comments. I enjoy, you know, any suggestions, anything you guys want to mention, want to talk about. It's open. It's an open field. And this, believe it or not, is a safe place. It's a safe place. I don't know if that makes me a snowflake, but all comments are welcome. Only thing I request is that we keep it respectful. Yeah. So moving along, I want to thank everybody who's subscribed, who've liked, comments. Remember, guys, I have an Instagram account as well at Two Wheels, One Island. You can go ahead and pay me a visit there. Look at the photos that I have. You can email me, or I should say not email me, I should say send me a message, an instant message on my Instagram account. And I'll go ahead and reply. Let you guys know how we're doing. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the Ahmet over there I see? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a good thing I got all my gear on. So I am not trying to go have a big conversation with them. So this right here, what we're crossing right now, is a floating bridge. You see that over there, those two barges? This right here, these are two barges put together to make a temporary bridge. But this temporary bridge has been in play going on like 50 years now. I don't know the exact time. It's been a long time though. You know, I hear people talking about literally like, 30 years it's been in play, it's been here. So over there you see is the ferry. Ferries del Caribe. That's a ferry. It takes people from the Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo, the big city, to Puerto Rico. For those of us who want to visit Puerto Rico, we want to get there. We don't want to fly because we pretty much just want to walk there. Some of us want to drive there. So we'll go ahead, we'll get either on our two wheels or we'll cage it and go to Puerto Rico. Get off on the other side and spend some time visiting our loved ones, our friends in Puerto Rico. A lot of relations between the Dominican Republic and the Puerto Rican community. Shout out to everybody in PR and everybody in the Puerto Rican community. Much love and respect. So guys, we're going to go ahead and start talking about the conditions in the state that we're living in over here in the Dominican Republic. First of all, in March, about March 17th, our then president, Danilo Medina, that's the naval base right there, he made a national statement concerning the state of emergency and the measures that would be taken. And there was a curfew administered, and a lot of businesses were shut down. If it didn't have to do with food, like supermarkets, grocery stores, some restaurants only for takeout. The majority of businesses were closed. You weren't able to open up and conduct business. That's another entrance to the naval base. And so our president made a national speech and informed us that as of March 19th, we would initiate a state of emergency for a period of 2 weeks. And it's just kept getting extended, changed around. It initiated with a curfew from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday to Friday, and the weekends, initiated like that. Then it got modified where you would only be out up until 5 p.m. 7 days a week. Then that got modified to where we were able to be out during the week until 11 p.m. and that lasted for a little while, about 2 weeks. Then it went back to being from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on the weekends it's from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. More businesses were allowed to open, which were good because everyone, including myself, was using the supermarkets for everything. Supermarkets over here, the big chains, are like the Targets, the Walmarts. I know Walmart doesn't have a good name, But what I'm saying is that you could go there, you could buy food, you could buy clothes, you got a hardware shop there. You know, you could just get about everything. Anything you wanted is there, you know? So those became real big, you know, because their hardware shops were shut down. Then they started opening up. Right now, the way it is, everything is pretty much open up, you know, during business hours. There's not a lot of restrictions, you know, as far as what business can and cannot be open. The curfew is still in play. Social distancing is something that's always been an issue, but it's just, I don't find that a lot of people practice it. You know, sometimes if you're in line somewhere, you have to remind the people around you, hey, can I get about 2 meters distance? That's a thing, you know. But as we look here today, you know, today's a Sunday, a lot of people are out with their family, and I totally understand if you're out with your household, there's you know, what social distancing you're gonna have. You're not practicing social distancing at home, you know, because you know who you're with. But when other people get involved, you have neighbors, other family members that are not, you know, permanently in the household with you, you know, there you have to make a big play. You have to make an educated play. You know, how much is this person protecting himself? You know, how much exposure do I want to allow myself to be around this person? You know, and that's when things get a little selective. You're supposed to wear a face mask out and about in public areas, but you have to wear one inside businesses. You're not allowed inside a business without a face mask on. It's a little weird because as we're cruising, you know, we're seeing a lot of people. We don't see a lot of masks on. Oh, okay, they have masks on. So that's the situation where we're at today. Some people are asking me, hey man, how you guys doing over there? And when I tell them about the curfew, they say, oh man, you guys are strict. Oh, you guys, what's up with that? Ain't no one gonna be telling me what time I need to be in my house. But I find it has helped a lot. It's helped us organize our daily routine. A lot of people who have been able to, depending on their line of business, have been able to practice a work at home system where they're not in the office. They're performing their duties from home. And those that are able to do so, wow, you know, that's a real blessing. Okay, go with the music, the reggaeton. You have the, let me open this up a little bit. Yeah, because I'm cruising, so I gotta keep this up a little bit, get some fresh air. Let the outside environment invade the helmet. I got my mask on though. I am wearing a mask. Yes, I am. You better believe. We should be practicing what's known as social distancing. You know, that's one of the things that we were informed that we need to do here when our last president provided the state of emergency speech. You know, all these terms like social distancing, working remotely, children going to school remotely. These are all new terms that were implemented into the average Dominican's vocabulary. And to be honest, I'm sure that a lot of people in the world, you know, experience those words for the first time. We're supposed to practice social distancing if we're out in public If we're out in public, we shouldn't be grouped up. Masks are recommended. Law enforcement don't uphold it unless it's a group of people. And I guess they're the ones who will determine what a group is. And I think that depending on who's with who, you have to make your judgment. You have to make your judgment calls for your own safety and your own health. And it's really about you. Everyone has to be real specific about protecting themselves. So, like, I don't see a reason for me to be out with my kids in an area where it's just us and having face masks on, because we wouldn't have a face mask on in the home, So, amongst the people of your own household, I totally understand why you wouldn't want to wear one. It wouldn't make sense to wear one. But when you get to some place or you're with people that aren't of your household, that's when you have to make these judgment calls. And definitely, it's really important, for you to protect yourself, from how I see it. And it's really important, I have to make the disclosure that this is Green 9's perspective upon what Green 9 knows. Take what I say with a grain of salt. Don't write it in a book and pass it on and be like, hey, this is the law because Green 9 said it. That is not the case. Remember, your man, Green 9, your boy, is not a doctor. I do not work in the medical field. And I'm not qualified to make any general decisions and statements. Yeah, this is a good thing to do. I'm making a left and I turned all the way to the right just to protect myself from somebody who's coming on ongoing traffic. And the people behind me, really the more the people behind me, have to take protective measures. You have to protect yourself, drive and ride very safe. Always think about safety first. So moving along. Yeah, don't quote me. Do what you feel is safe according to what physicians and people who know in the health department has said what is correct and what's not correct. And at the end of the day, we're all accountable for our own actions. And I'm a big time believer in that. So here we go. I just want to show you guys what I mean by social distancing here in the Dominican Republic. This is the ice cream man. And these guys are all relatives or neighbors. No one's wearing a mask. And they're all grouped up. Today is a Sunday, and the family is out. There we go. Oh, wow. The whole family is squidding. And they got their Presidente beer, looking for a place where they can sit down at, park their bike, and enjoy the day. Now, take a look at this. This is a family of 3, mom, dad, and the baby. They're all on the motorcycle. Dad has a helmet slung over his arm. And that's the means of transportation for the family. And unless they get unless they get a car, what they're going to do is, when they have another one, they go, baby's in the front. What they're going to do is they'll sling the next child in between mom and dad. And the big girl is in front of dad. They'll sandwich the second baby. I think that's very risky. That's not safe. Okay, we got everybody over here. I know these guys ain't relatives. They're just friends, hanging out. No social distancing. Okay, Ruffering has a mask on. He came out with the mask on. So this is a Sunday. Today is a Sunday. And everybody is enjoying this nice sunny day. But I don't think that they're making very wise decisions as of how they're doing it. I do respect and understand that at the end of the day, they're held accountable for their own actions. And that's that. And that's that. All you can do is protect yourself. And I'm not trying to get preachy. I think I'm starting to sound like a preacher over here. Let me change the subject up a little bit, or move on. Move on. Because I don't want to be preaching and get boring. And that's what your boy Green 9 is about. Okay, this guy, he's got his blinkers on. Is he going to pull out? Pull out. Don't be in the way. Okay. Okay. The reggaeton music. Okay. Shout out to Mixers. Mixers. This over here is called Avenida España. Spanish Avenue. This is a type of boardwalk area where people normally come to have fun and get some fresh air by the ocean and just spend a day relaxing and socializing. Under normal conditions, this would be 20 times more packed than what it is today. Believe it or not. We got a little picnic over there going on. It's a good experience. So guys, I'm not going to take up too much of your time today. Remember to subscribe, like and comment, share the videos. I want to thank everybody again, the subscribers. I want to thank a big shout out. Hey, here it is. I'm mentioning people by country and states now. Big shout out to my friends in Amsterdam. A big shout out to the subscribers and commenters from Spain, Puerto Rico. Also, my special friends in Arizona. Don't forget to visit me at my Instagram account, 2 Wheels, 1 Island. There you can check out the photos I have of motorcycles that I've seen, some motorcycles that I've ridden. You can also send me messages. Oh, bumpy road, bumpy. You can send me messages there, and I'll be more than happy to respond to different type of platform. So guys, man, remember to like, comment, subscribe. This is your boy Green 9 signing off. 2 Wheels, 1 Island. Peace.